Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigvald here and welcome back to another video. So we're going to open up with a fight against Boss Trastus. Again, this is my secondary account, so the best we can do in terms of passive stats for the artifacts is the level 4 chakra and the level 2 chakra, and we don't have Deathstroke or Bedlam Laughs or Beta Club, so it's gonna be a little bit slower on this one, but we're going to Skinflint Sakumen with Nora Snow Globe here, and we're going to do our best to get as many special trees as possible. This will not be the easiest thing in the world, because mainly of that moving hazard that will constantly damage me and my clones, and pretty much not allow them to have a good old time. But yeah, 2 special trees in there. Shazam back in. I want him to ideally kill me with super move, so I don't have to worry about that afterwards. Another special tree in there. Engage the combo, and yeah, super move incoming. Actually, I don't know why I didn't let King die. I think the reason I didn't was because I didn't feel like I had enough energy to get the best out of the clones, as they would get tagged in. But yeah, King getting in there. I'm trying to push him to the corner, so I can try something as soon as the clone gets tagged in. So clone got tagged in, and it gets hit by a special tree, and the second clone gets tagged in. Well, look, we did that for the purpose of getting a clone in there to do some damage, hopefully, and that happened, but not the way I was expecting it to. So the first clone literally did nothing, sadly, but we're going to try and get the best out of this one. Ring-gauge the combo there, swipe down, back off again, ring-gauge the combo, into another special tree. The thing about Justice is that he's got a predictable enough way to cast specials. Like, he will do special 2 in a lot of weird scenarios, but he doesn't have access to that here. So the special 1 and special 3, for him to do them, he basically has to most of the times be in melee range for that to happen, so that's something we can definitely abuse here. And this clone has run its course, proud of it. Ring-gauge the combo there with Shazam. Skinflint Sakumen in there trying to do, and yeah, that I don't know what happened with that tag in, my dude. I don't know what happened there, but somehow it did not die, so that's good. Special tree in there. The damage is kind of garbage from this point on, but we're not even at full passive stacks with King, and he doesn't have the best damage artifact equipped. I mean, it is a damage artifact, a very good one at that, but only after when it's doing its own thing with the clones. Right now, it's kind of not so useful to us. Dr. Fate back in there. Gonna block that. King back in there. Special tree. We're finally at full stacks, but that one did not crit, sadly. Combo and chopped again. Into another special tree. A super move, actually. Yeah, that was super move, and that was a good idea, because that would have done more damage than the special tree. And yeah, this fight went not as good as it could have, but look, well enough. Over here I have Boss Cyborg, and the Batman Ninja team is going to have a great time here, except for it's not the easiest fight in the game to combo interrupt. It's not impossible, and combo interrupting it's actually the most optimal thing you can do, but it's not going to be too much of a great time. But other than that, they kind of counter Boss Cyborg from every single point of view. Because the 2 main things about Boss Cyborg is that he's got very high defense that we're able to reduce with Grod's passive, and at the same time he has a pretty nasty damage cap that kind of makes Skinflint Sakumen not have the best of times here, but he's still one of the better teams to use here. Combo and chopped again, combo and chopped again, into another special tree, combo and chopped again, and yeah, I messed up there. Special 2 to keep up the dot damage, and the Dark Metal Card's damage is definitely kicking in. And the amount of damage that I'm able to do here with Dark Metal Cards, especially since I added additional crit damage on Catwoman and she has the 500% crit damage type of thing going, it's going to be far bigger than anything I would get previously with Catwoman in, let's say, more optimal fights. Combo and chopped again. Special 2. Combo and chopped again. Into another full combo. Into a special 3. Combo and chopped again. And yeah. This went well enough, actually. It went far better than I expected. I was expecting to mess this one up far worse. That's about it. And as you have noticed, we kind of did a 50-50 with the amount of health left, where we kind of took half of whatever he had left, almost half. And I know for a fact that I'm not gonna be able to get a better fight out of my Batman Ninja team, so we're not even going to attempt to do that. We're going to do another fight before it, so that I make sure that next time I use Batman Ninja team is going to be a kill. And here I have Silver Banshee, and as you might notice, I have Dark Metal cards on Silver Banshee. And to be fair, it's kind of the same amount of damage I was doing with All Blades. And keep in mind, I do have a level 10 All Blades with 3 epic rolls on it. Two epic special 3 damage rolls and 1 epic attack. So that's a little bit of a boosted All Blades, like not the usual All Blades that you would see. And this is not the best benchmark to compare the damages, because this is by far not an optimal fight, and we will indeed struggle a bit here. But in terms of single damage values that we're going to get into a second here, when we have a decent combo on him, which I promise we're eventually going to build a decent combo. It hasn't happened so far, but the damage is already on par with the All Blades damage. So it's not like tremendously higher like for the other teams that I switched from All Blades to Dark Metal cards, but being on par with it, it's going to be more than enough for me, because this kind of takes away the let's say inconvenience of All Blades, that it deals dot damage to you and makes your damage dealers more squishy, and it is on par with All Blades. Like as base artifacts, All Blades at this point would still be far better for Silver Banshee than Dark Metal cards. But the thing is, if I was gonna use All Blades on Silver Banshee, then I would have to use Dark Metal cards on Reverse Flash, and using Dark Metal cards on Reverse Flash would make me cycle out a level 2 chakra and lose some passive stats. So if you're, let's say, in the normal TLF floor rates and you don't have 2 artifacts for that story specifically, like you don't need specific artifacts, just 2 free artifacts. If you don't have that, if you don't have, let's say, at the very least 4 to 5 to 6 maybe a K attack from these already artifacts, then keep All Blades on Silver Banshee and Multiverse. But if you're past that point, Dark Metal cards is going to do far better. And I'm going to showcase this in a fight later on. Silver Banshee back in there, special 3. Reverse Flash I was going to get back in there soon enough. Boy, like I told you about the special 3 into a jump attack thing, and I said that very few characters are able to counter that, because they are literally able to do 3 hits while I'm just jumping at them and then transition into a special. Looks like Cyborg is one of them. Like my boy Cyborg, I was not really expecting that out of him, but I guess it kind of makes sense. But yeah, that's about it for the Silver Banshee Cyborg fight, and it went well enough. Now with the Batman Ninja team, and as predicted, this fight will go far worse than the previous one went. So I'm glad I used Silver Banshee in there to soften this dude up. And yeah, we're getting bullied at this point at the start of the fight. But yeah, special 3 in there, trying to gap close, re-engage the combo. Special 3 in there. Come on, get in the corner already, my dude. Another special 3. And I managed to combo and chop there, so that's great. Special 2. Managed to do that again. And yet again, special 3 in there. Dealing tremendous amounts of damage who gets hit by the super move, so we have to push him again to the corner. Special 3 in there. And this is kind of weird, because against some bosses, for some reason, if from the middle of the field after super move is used, I do 2 full combos with Batman Ninja Catwoman into a 3rd special, then I'm going to be able to push him all the way to the corner. But here it was not the case. And yeah, you can see over here a string of messing up. Like, look, I'm trying. I really am trying. I guess it really depends on the mood. This fight was played in the morning. I just woke up, so... we gave up on the double combo interruption. We're going to just combo interrupt once after special 3 and finish it off with the special itself. This is not optimal in terms of damage, but it's going to be far more convenient for me, and we're going to be easily able to kill this dude. And yeah, that's boss Cyborg down. And yeah, the reward was garbage. Over here we have boss Power Girl, and we have the Kinflant Sakomen team plus Raven to see how much damage we can get out of it. Again, we have the level 3 Dark Metal cards on Kinflant Sakomen, and he's got 500% crit damage. We're at the very least close to that. When I say 500% crit damage with Dark Metal cards equipped, just think values that are close enough to that, because it's just, if it's 490, I'm not gonna add another gear roll, and I can't I mean, I can roll talents. Like on the second account, we got like 16 mil gold because I just can't find time to spend it on talents. But boy, I'm not gonna do that soon enough. So when I say 5% crit damage, just think values that are close enough to that, okay? They have 4 stacks of darkness here. Special 2. Gonna block, Raven back in there. Special 1. Gonna block there, King back in there. Third special. Re-engage the combo. Then Super Move is available there, so we're going to tank that with Dr. Fate. Re-engage the combo there, and Raven back in there, reset the darkness, don't let that expire. And so we're going to have a lot of trouble pushing her to the corner, like that's by far the hardest part of this. And I messed up there with that jump attack at the end. I wanted to block into a jump attack, but the jump attack command seemingly went ahead of that. And here we're going to take a little bit of a beating on Raven. Keep in mind it's a gearless Raven, so she'll not have a great time surviving. But yeah, King back in there. She's back in the corner, so from this point on we should be fine. Raven back in, special 1. Gonna block a bit, and yeah, King got hit there. I mean, with it was my fault, but it was a risk that I kind of wanted to take, because Raven is not doing so great in terms of health, so I literally don't want to let her even block hits when tagging in from a block, because that might trigger the passive and heal her. And so we can't do that with King either anymore, really. Though he doesn't really need to tag him from a block, because he can just tag him from a swipe. But would Raven need to be careful that she doesn't even get hit by that, because I don't want to lose all darkness. Doing a full combo here with King, Raven back in there. And the damage right now is very high, but it took us very long to get to this point, and this could have been played better, and I could have gotten to this point far faster. But yeah, re-engage the combo there. Raven back in there. Reset the darkness. King back in there. For third special. Re-engage the combo. In our third special. Boy, like, we found a solution, my dudes, in this video. Found a solution. So, you know how I say tree? And you guys are like the trees outside Sigvald, the ones with leaves in them? Now I can just use third special, and you guys can stop bullying me in that regard. There we go, boys. There we go. But yeah, this did well enough, actually. Better than I expected. I was expecting for Raven to die, but it did well enough. Right here we have Boss Robin, and this is the Multiverse team with Dark Metal cards on it. So I was kind of reluctant to try Dark Metal cards on the Multiverse team, because they have such a great time with All Blades, and they are able to consistently sit on 4 All Blade stacks. But the thing is, they actually have a synergy that I forgot to think about with the Dark Metal cards. So the Multiverse team, as you might be aware, has no crit damage or crit chance in the build, because they are going to get both of them from Multiverse the Flash passive and Multiverse Armored Supergirl passive. And the funny thing about that is that you're going to easily be able to overlap in crit damage with Multiverse Armored Supergirl, because she's going to get some from Flash passive, and that's not going to be able to max out. I think it's like 1 gear roll away from getting maxed out. And then her special tree is going to give her a tremendous amount of crit damage. And you're going to get more crit damage the higher combo that you have. I think it's the ratio of a base value plus, or no base value plus 2 crit damage for each hit or something like that. But the thing is, we're easily able to overlap in crit damage, and I think to an extent Multiverse Armored Supergirl is able to reach 500% crit damage without changing her build one bit. And we're seeing 2.1 mil damages in there, and this is yet again kind of the same amount that I was getting with All Blades, maybe slightly higher. Like this thing allows us to even build a higher combo than with All Blades, so that might be the reason why the damage is a little bit higher. We don't need to worry about resetting the burning effect on time here, because the enemy does not have any defense, so it doesn't matter, just make sure it's applied when you use the special tree. But yeah, Multiverse Armored Supergirl is gonna have such a great time overlapping in crit damage without the without any change of the build. And yet again is going to appreciate a bit being able to not worry about no health at all times because of the All Blade stacks. So yeah, overall, I'm literally to the point where on my secondary account at the very least, because on the main account, I mean, we do have Beta Club and we're using that from time to time, but on the secondary account I'm at the point where on every single team I'm going to use the Dark Mail cards from now on. It's just simply better than All Blades. So just mainly wanted to showcase that in this video, in this fight specifically. And yet again, this is mainly because I'm able to squeeze in one more level 2 chakra in there. And that's one of the main advantages with this, because I don't have to use Dark Metal cards and Multiverse Flash. So if you're in the normal tier of Soul Raids with no Soul Raid artifacts, then you're still going to get better values out of All Blades for all the teams that's tag in and out as a part of their gameplay, like Server Banshee, League of Anarchy, and I mean, if there's Raven in League of Anarchy, not even that. But yeah, you got the point at this point. You're safe to go for Dark Metal cards whenever at this point, because this artifact is just extremely strong and it is far better than the All Blades. I think I did... I don't know exactly where I put it, because I made like a top artifacts for this here, top 10 artifacts, but if I did put the All Blades above the Dark Metal cards, then I'm deeply sorry, that was indeed a mistake. Dark Metal cards are so much better than the All Blades, so no hate to All Blades, it's still a good artifact, I still like that artifact, but it's just not pulling the numbers nowadays. Also, I opened the emulator, and Multiverse Armor Super gets from the special tree. And it's not like this is the secondary account, Multiverse Armor Super actually. So she'll get only a 67 level special tree, and that's going to be a base value of actually no base, yeah, base value of 80 crit damage plus 2 for each combo hit. Boy, she might be even overlapping the cap of 500% crit damage if I'm being honest. But yeah, and that's by the way one of the highest damages I got on with Multiverse team in Soul Raids. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Let me know in the comments if you do own a Dark Metal cards. It's a free artifact, by the way, that you can get from Dark Knight Soul Raids. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!
This is the future.